So last time we discussed the agile paradigm, the principles, the methods, and then we discussed XP also, the most popular extreme programming agile paradigm following technique or methodology. So now today we'll talk about the Scrum. A Scrum approach is again a general agile method, but now it focuses on managing iterative development rather than specific agile practices. So there are three phases in Scrum. The initial phase is an outline planning phase where you establish the general objective of the project and then design the software architecture, the first step, initial step. Then you have a series of sprint cycles where each cycle develops an increment of the system. The project closure phase wraps up the project, then completes required documentation such as system help frames and user manuals, and assesses the lessons learned from the project. So in Scrum, what happens? First we outline planning and we design the architecture. So outline planning and then architectural designing is done. Then we assess. This is a sprint cycle. We assess, select, develop, review. Assess, select, develop, review. And then once it is done, we close the project. What is the sprint cycle here? The sprint are fixed length, normally 2 to 4 weeks. So they correspond to the development of a release of the system in XP. What we learned in XP, exactly like this, the sprint is a fixed length of 2 to 4 weeks. The starting point for planning is the product backlog. The starting point for planning is the product backlog, which is a list of work needs to be done on the project. And the selection phase will involve all the project team who work with the customer here to select the features and functionality to be developed during this sprint. So each and every sprint, some backlog is seen and then selection is done in conjunction with the customer. So when these are agreed, the team organizes themselves to develop the software. During this stage, the team is isolated from the customer now and the organization, and with all communication channeled through the so-called Scrum Master. Who is the Scrum Master? What is the role of the Scrum Master? The role of the Scrum Master is to protect the development team from external distractions. Any distractions is not good. So at the end of the sprint, the work done is reviewed and presented to the stakeholders. And then the next sprint cycle begins. What about the teamwork in Scrum? The Scrum Master, as we said, is a facilitator who arranges daily meetings, tracks the backlog of the work to be done, record decisions, measure progress against the backlog, and then communicates with customer and management outside of the team. And the whole team attends short daily meetings where all teams members share information, describe their progress since the last meeting, and the problems that have come up, and what is they are going to plan or work today. This means that everyone on the team knows what is going on, and if problem arises, they can replan short-term work to cope with them. So what are the benefits of Scrum? The product is broken into a set of manageable and understandable chunks, right? We take backlog, we choose. So we are breaking the product or decomposing the product in some manageable, understandable form. And the unstable requirements, they do not hold up progress. The whole team has visibility of everything, and that is why the communication is good and it is improved. Customer can see on-time delivery of increments and gain feedback on how the product is working. And the trust between the customer and the developer is established, and a good culture, positive culture, is created in which everyone expects the project to succeed. Then we have scaling agile methods. So agile methods have proved to be successful for small and medium-sized projects that can be developed by small co-located means not very far in a single place. So it is sometimes argued also that the success of these methods comes because of the improved communication, which is possible when everyone is working together. But scaling up agile method includes changing these to cope with the larger projects where there are multiple development teams, perhaps working in different locations. This is how we are talking about scaling of agile methods. For large system development, they are usually a collection of separate communicating systems where separate teams, they are developing their own system, and frequently these teams are working in different places, location, sometimes in different time zones also. So large systems are brownfield systems. That is, they include and interact with number of existing systems. And many of the system requirements are concerned with their interactions, so don't really lend themselves to flexibility and incremental development. So where several systems are integrated to create one system, a significant fraction of the development is concerned with system configuration rather than the original code development. They are worried about the whole system configuration. So large systems and their development processes, they are constrained by external rules, certain regulations to limit the way they can be developed. So large systems have a long procurement and development time. It is difficult to maintain these coherent teams who know about the system over that period, as inevitably people move on to the jobs, they change jobs, and they change the projects. So large systems usually have a diverse set of stakeholders, so it is practically impossible to involve all of these different stakeholders in the development process. Scaling out, scaling up. Scaling up is concerned with using agile methods for developing large software systems that cannot be developed by a small team. And scaling out is concerned with how agile methods can be introduced across a large organization with many years of software development experience. Scaling out. And when scaling agile method is essential to maintain your agile fundamentals, you need to have a flexible planning, frequent system releases, continuous integration, test-driven development, and good team communication. Scaling up to large system, this is scaling up, this is scaling of two criteria, because we are talking about two things. One is you want to scale out and one you want to scale up. In this case, for large system, it is not possible to focus only on the code of the system. You need to do more upfront design and system documentation. Cross-team communication mechanisms have to be designed and used. This should involve regular phone, video conferences, meeting, Skype, or Dreamweaver between team members, and frequent short electronic meetings where teams update each other's on progress. Then continuous integration, where the whole system is built every time any developer checks in a change, which is not possible, However, it is essential to maintain frequent system builds and regular releases of the system. Scaling out to large companies, project managers who do not have experience in an agile method may be reluctant to accept the risk of new approach. And being a large organization, they often have quality procedures and standards that all projects are expected to follow. Because of their bureaucratic nature, government organizations, they are likely to be incompatible with the agile methods. Agile method seems to work best when the teamworks have a relatively high skill. However, with a large organization, there are likely to be a wide range of skills and abilities available. So there may be cultural resistance to agile method, especially in those organizations which have a long history of using conventional system engineering processes only. The key points: a particular strength of extreme programming is the development of automated tests before a program feature is created. All tests must successfully execute when an increment is integrated into a system. The Scrum is an agile method that provides a project management framework. It is a project management framework. So it is centered around a set of sprints, which are fixed time periods where system increment is developed. Scaling agile methods for large system can be very difficult. Large system need upfront design and some documentation. Thank you so much. This was all about agile development with respect to XP and Scrum.